What's up, Bleach fans? This is Raphael from C Manga, and welcome back to another review of Bleach. This week's chapter 605, Don't Call My Name. And straight away, when I read the chapter title, I was laughing because it reminded me of the third Bleach movie, Fade to Black, I Call Your Name. But obviously, the titles are slightly different. One saying I Call Your Name, Ichigo calling after Rukia. And in this one, it's Don't Call My Name, and that's Ichibei saying to Yhwach, don't call my name, don't speak it. And he gets severely punished for that because he ignores the warnings, and it was great. I definitely enjoyed that. Despite the chapter being only 4 characters had appeared, it was still quite interesting, especially the conversations we saw between Kyōraku and Ukitake, and that's 2 people I don't think we've seen together in a while. And especially Ukitake, I don't think he's been in the manga for quite a bit himself, so it's good to see him. I hope he's going to have more involvement in this war, and because he's usually bedridden, so seeing him up and on his feet will be interesting. But to see what Kyōraku was talking about was interesting. He was making some vital points about the current Vanderich city, and obviously, other than the obvious, if him stating that the buildings have been destroyed quite well, he's wondering if these buildings will revert back to the Seireitei buildings if they drive the enemy away, and if they do revert back to the Seireitei buildings, will they still be damaged? So Ukitake at this point has stepped in and said if they're damaged, we'll just rebuild them like we usually do. And this is where things were really interesting, because Kyōraku was like, it seems like we let the Quincy invade the Soul King Palace quite easily, and asking if Ukitake knew, and he's like, yeah, I seem to know. It's like the Kamikake has taken effect quite well. So the way they implied that made me think, did they let them get in there quite easily? Because even I thought back when Ichigo accidentally let them in, no one really put any resistance other than him trying to stop them from going. So I'm thinking, did they just let them walk in? But that whatever that Kamikake technique is might be vital to I'd say turning the tables on them, the current elite guards and Yhwach up there. So I'm interested to see what that Kamikake is, and I'm really interested to know what Kyōraku is going to see the Central 46 about. Is he going to talk about going up to the Soul King Palace, or is he going to talk about Aizen? Because Aizen still, it has some sort of role in this arc, because I remember he was shown at the beginning. Yhwach even tried to recruit him by the looks of it, so I'm assuming he might come into it. If not, it's probably just Kyōraku saying we need to go up to the Soul King Palace. And so yeah, back in the actual Soul King Palace, we see Ichibei drawing lines on the ground, and he states that this area is where he would defeat him, and Yhwach saying it's a bit small, but you'll die in 3 steps before that, calling Ichibei by his name once again. So Ichibei's drawn another seal in the air and reprimands him, saying, you shouldn't have called me that again. And a giant hand comes out and force palms him away, smashing him far away. It's called Senri Tsuutenshou, and it's apparently 1,000 palm Ri or something like that. And it slams Yhwach away, sending him flying. And Ichibei basically says that this hand will push you 1,000 Ri away. And Yhwach actually tries to speak at this point, but he can't. And Ichibei humorously states, did I not warn you that your throat might get crushed? And he uses another Senri Tsuutenshou on him and sends him down. He's like, go back another 1,000 Ri. So at this point, Yhwach's like, crap, I can't use my throat. So he punches his own throat and reveals he's given himself the power of voice to himself. So I'm thinking, wow, Yhwach is hacks. He basically, I'm pretty sure he used his own ability to give powers, to give himself his voice back, and then he uses this the holy arrows, the basic Quincy powers, causing a massive bow to appear with several arrows at the end of it, and he fires them all upwards, scratching Ichibei with one of them and sending himself up as well. And at this point, you can tell the tempo of Ichibei is starting to change. He's getting irritated, and he's like, I didn't think you would send yourself back up by shooting yourself. So he really turns eerie at this point. It's like he just turns around and he's like, "Well, I'll just have to kill you," and his eyes roll up into the back of his head, and his eyes are completely white. And I'm thinking Ichibei is pissed. I mean, I've seen the other royal guards, the Zero Division, really angry. You can tell when they were annoyed. But Ichibei has always been that happy-go-lucky kind of guy. I know that's usually a front, but I didn't think he would ever get this kind of creepy. But now you see the other side of him. He's going to do some serious work on Juha. So obviously he's not going to be the one to kill him. But I really hope he, kind of puts him on his back for a bit. I just don't want to see the Zero Division get one up so easily. And I hope we get to see the Zero Division as well again after this battle, because I don't want them to get beaten off screen. That would really annoy me. So definitely looking forward to seeing the rest of Ichibei's fight with Juha, because it started off very well. I've always wondered what Ichibei can do, and it seems like he's a master of summoning things. So it's in a way you could say it's Kido. He's a master of Kido, and he's doing very well. That 1,000 palm re thing was brilliant, and I said him mocking Juha for using his name once again was great. So I can't really say much more about this chapter than I can't wait to see more from the Zero Division, especially Ichibei, now that he's turning serious and he's got killer intent. And I'm wondering if Uryu and Hashwad are actually going to do anything, or are they just going to stand around and enjoy the scenery all day. And then obviously we've got the rest of the Shinigami and Ichigo's group coming up, so we'll see if they will make an appearance in the next few chapters. So as I said, great chapter. Short as usual. I would obviously, as usual, enjoy more chapters, but for what we got, I found it interesting. I can't wait to see what happens next week. So you guys know the usual. If you got any opinions, predictions, any comments, leave them in the comment box below. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, check out other stuff that you might find enjoyable too, and I'll speak to you guys next week.